Welcome back to SQL Made Simple. Yesterday in day 16, we covered the right join. Today we move to the full outer join. And if you don't know which database we're using, we are using the SQL Made Simple DB. So what then is a full outer join? A full outer join or full join combines the result of both left join and right join. It returns all rows from both tables, that is one. Matching rows are joined where possible, and non-matching rows from either table are filled with null values. In simple terms, we say that the full outer join equates to everything from the left plus everything from the right. So that's the full outer join. Everything from table 1, which is our left table, and everything from table 2, which is our right table. So to make this concept stick, we're going to switch to our database to work on it. Okay, so I'm going to open a new query. Then we take our time to look at it. So I want us to look at the people and orders table so that we can perform a full outer join, people and orders. So for us to do that, let's write our select statements. We're selecting from the people. Okay. Then we do the same from orders. Great. So I'm going to run, and this is what we have. So performing a full outer join, I will introduce the concatenate function, which will also join the first name and the last name in one field, which will be named later on as full name. So now that we know what we are doing, for us to perform the full outer join or any join for that matter, we need to look for a common field. So person ID is a key. Another person ID is also another key here. So this is a common field which we can perform our join on. So we select, then let's do the from. So we are selecting from the people. So the people first, then we alias it as P, okay? Then we do a full outer join with our orders as O on the common field, which in our case, within the people table, which is P dot person ID, and we have O dot person ID. Okay. So that is about that. Now let's look at what we need to select. I want the person ID from the people table. And the people table here we have P. So P dot person ID. Okay. Then I want the first name and the last name, which is found within the people table. So P dot first name. And because you're using concatenate, we use a plus sign. And in between the first and the last name, we need a space in between. So I'll bring my inverted comma, a space, inverted comma, another plus sign. Then we are selecting the last name, which is also coming from the people table. So P dot last name, and we need to alias it as full name. I hope I'm not confusing you. Okay, now let's look at the orders table. We will need to pick the order ID and the order status. That's what I need. And we alias the orders as O, so which is O dot order ID. Then I'll do O dot order status. So once I do this, I don't think I have any issue. So no issues found. I'll hit it. Voila, and this is what I get. So your full name, Kwame Mensah, Akosia Boateng, Kofi Usu, Isia Santia, or Fori. So instead of the space, I can decide to put maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 dashes, and that is exactly what we're going to see. So this is how you use concatenate. So the space is there, and we use the pluses. And so in Excel, we have the concat or concatenate function. So working in Microsoft Excel, you can also do same where you bring the function argument, then you work through. So, but this is SQL. Enough of Excel. Now let's look at employees and the suppliers. So let's take a quick peek. So you're looking at employees and suppliers. Then we'll decide on the field to use to do our full outer join. So select all from employees. Okay. Then I'll do another select all from suppliers. Okay. So now let's run, see what we get. Okay. So we have our employees table and we have our suppliers. So let's take a quick look at it. So employee ID, first name, last name, position, high date, region. Then we also have supplier ID, supplier name, contact name, phone, and region. So the common field to do the join on is the region. Okay. So at least that makes our work cut out for us. So so we are starting with employees. So employees as E, okay? And we are doing a full outer join with the suppliers. So suppliers as S, okay? On the common for this region. So if we have region within the employees, it's as E, right? So E dot region equal to suppliers. So S dot region, because that's the field names. So what are we going to select? So I'll do my select statement. I'll need the region where the employee is coming from. So E dot region as employee region. And I also need a region the supplier is coming from, which is S. So S dot region as supplier region. Okay. So now I need a first name and the last name concatenated. And this is coming from the employee. So E dot first name. So if I want to concatenate a plus space, inverted comma space, I want to put a space in between, another plus, E dot last name as employee name. Okay. Then I'll need a supplier's name. So which is coming from the supplier's table. So S dot supplier name. So once we do this, we are in the clear. Execute. Now, this is what we all receive. Okay. So we can see that some regions, which is the eastern and northern, have employees with no supplies. So you have the employees, Kwiku and Ponsa, Ifwa, Dako. Now, supplier name. Now, so that's the magic of full outer join. No data gets left behind. Well done. And the only way this is going to stick is when you keep practicing. You've done a great job, and a thumbs up to you. So let's wrap it up for the day 17, sorry, I beg your pardon. So people versus orders, the example one was on people versus orders, and we showed the full outer join with IDs. Then our second example looked at employees and suppliers, which also showed a full outer join with text-based, regions where we did the concatenate to join to see the full picture. So both prove that full outer join captures all matches plus all unmatched rows from both sides. So in our next lesson, which is the day 18, we will move into self joins where a table joins to itself. So do also subscribe and share this with anyone who is starting out on SQL and trying to become a data analyst. Blessings.